discharge. That's our report for tonight. I'm Ted Koppel in Washington. For all of us here at ABC News, good night.
Nightline is always on with abcnews.com. Now part of the Go Network. If you'd like a transcript or video cassette of this or any other edition of Nightline, please dial 1-800-CALL-ABC.
Nightline has been a presentation of ABC News. More Americans get their news from ABC News than from any other source. abcnews.com, now a part of the Go Network.
So far on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Doug Van Gundy won $250,000 and Michael Shutterly won $500,000. What will happen tomorrow? You only have 3 chances left to watch TV history in the making.
How beauteous mankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it. Tylenol House Call. Information for healthy living.
Watching Wayne Gretzky, you'd never know the great one could have common arthritis.
When my doctor told me that my aches and pains could be the early signs of arthritis, I was really surprised.
It's not unusual. Millions of Americans under 50 have arthritis. Millions more are at risk. What should you look for? Risk factors include an active occupation, past injury, family history, age, and weight. Early signs of common arthritis include joint pain and stiffness. Well, what do you do for your arthritis pain?
I take Tylenol.
The first choice of doctors for arthritis pain is the medicine and Tylenol Arthritis Extended Relief. Tylenol works as well as the leading arthritis prescription, but it's much gentler on your stomach. So Wayne, how does it feel to be retired?
Pretty good. These days it's fun to be knocked around.
Could your pain and stiffness be the early signs of common arthritis? Talk to your doctor, like Wayne Gretzky did.
Tylenol House Call is brought to you by Tylenol Arthritis.
Why do people love squirrels but hate rats? They're both rodents, and yet the squirrel is tolerated, downright beloved. Why? Does that cute fuzzy tail make that much of a difference? Absolutely. Introducing the all-new 2000 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Nicely equipped at 17.7. Further proof that looks do matter.
On ABC Premiere Week Tuesday, the season premiere of Spin City.
I am so sorry I'm late.
Mike meets his match when Heather Locklear arrives.
This is not some cheesy soap opera.
Ooh, that hurt.
We have a score to settle.
Plus a really angry Yankee All-Star Roger Clemens. Then the return of the mid-season smash.
Finally.
It's like, you know. And on the season premiere of Dharma and Greg, Greg is gone. And he's been replaced by, this guy.
Hey, look at me. I'm an attorney.
Not for long.
See you next Tuesday, starting at 8, 7 Central on ABC Premiere Tuesday.
Introducing Caress fragranced body washes. They do more than silken skin. Their fragrances seduce your senses. They're completely transforming. Now that really changes things. New Caress fragranced body washes.
The
look.
Look who? JCPenney.
Want to color your gray beard or mustache and look natural? Get Just for Men Gel.
You look so natural, no one can tell with Just for Men Gel.
Brush in and in 5 minutes, gray is gone.
No one can tell with Just for Men Gel.
5 things to consider about the Chevy Impala. It's new. It starts under $20,000. It's designed, engineered, and built to be carefree. It's at your Chevy dealer now. It's received the highest frontal crash rating possible. 5 stars from the federal government. The new Chevy Impala. As USA Today put it, it's a lot more car than you imagine, at a lower price than you expect. The new Chevy Impala.
Let's go for a drive.
I'm a cop. I've got to be in good shape, and I've got to have a lot of energy. Working out is key. But what really helps me is Slim Fast. I've been having a shake for lunch almost every day for the past 9 years. It's quick, it's easy, it's satisfying. Slim Fast is healthy for you. It gives me what I need.
Vitamins, minerals, protein, carbs. It's great nutrition.
I have more endurance during my workout, more stamina. It's my energy drink. It makes me feel great. I love it.
Slim Fast every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
It works for me. It can work for you.
ABC Premiere Wednesday is almost here. On Two Guys and a Girl, you'll finally get the answer to the big question.
Will you marry me?
Well, you gotta wait for the premiere. Norm's hot for Faith Ford, who's hot for this guy.
He has a really big heart.
Well, you know what they say, you only get one really big organ, so...
Get your first look at Mimi and Mini Mimi.
Well, there goes the theory that you were cute when you were small.
The season premiere of True, and it's the new faces of a comedy destined to be one of the season's best. Oh, Grow Up, series premiere. See you Wednesday on ABC.
A cool head works in the NFL and on the street. If someone gets in your face, take a moment and walk away.
Water, water everywhere. Where's it all gonna go? Tonight at 11, Floyd blows through our area, leaving flooded streets and trouble on the tracks. We'll show you what's up in your neighborhood and how to get around a messy morning commute at 11 on ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
The most powerful V6 engine in its class. The most interior space in its class. Amenities that would surprise you in any class. For those seeking refuge from mediocrity and compromise, we offer the Sanctuary. Presenting the all-new Infiniti i30. It's all the best thinking.
Announcing a back-to-school sale you won't want to miss because it's for a very special member of your family. You. It's Jenny Craig's back-to-school sale. Now that the kids are back to school, it's time for you to get back to making your weight loss dreams come true. And during the sale, you can get 30 days free, plus the cost of food. You deserve to look this good and feel this fantastic. Time is running out for this special sale, so hurry and call now. During the back-to-school sale, you'll get 30 days of Jenny Craig for free, plus the cost of food. Call 1-800-99-JENNY.
I'm a professional vandal. I break in, damage, destroy. I'm Peter Day, and I train our claims adjusters at Liberty Mutual Insurance to help them understand what it's like to lose a home. I help them build one, and then I destroy it. It makes us better at assessing damage from storms, fires, and just about anything else that threatens your home.
At Liberty Mutual, we have hundreds of experts helping you live a safer, more secure life. It's insurance in action.
Think of it as tough love.
Bette Midler! Bette Midler in rare form tomorrow's home.
BC, a great movie every Saturday night.
I think the most important feeding is the one that you start in the fall, so your lawn starts to look healthier in the spring, and consequently, you need Scott's Winterizer. When I put down Winterizer in the fall, it allows us to develop a good, strong root base, and it allows the lawn to endure the winter weather, and you get a real early greening. This grass is beautiful, thick, deep green. People will stop by and say, "How'd you do that?" Scott's Winterizer gives the grass a kickstart in the fall and makes it really look great in the spring.
Welcome to My Mailboxes, etc. You know, this may look like a regular mailbox, but let me tell you the secret. You get a street address, not just a P.O. box number. That means we can sign for your FedEx shipments and other packages. You get an entire support staff. Where else are you going to be able to call and check your mail? I mean, come on, who's going to do that for you? We'll also forward that mail anywhere in the world. Mailboxes, etc. We're making business easier. We're making life easier. Can your mailbox do that?
Some people get nervous when that door goes up. Not me. But then I deliver to all the shops. Nervous people like crunchy food. Don't sell much nervous food here.
Goodwrench Good Time Savings means great deals, like tire rotation and balance for only $29.99 or less. It's a good time to see GM Goodwrench Service Plus.
Good Time Savings? No wonder I don't sell any nervous food here.
Oh my gosh, can we go with you guys?
Sure, we're going to see the top-ranked Seminoles play NC State Saturday.
ABC Sports and the Water Boy would like to send you to the Nokia Sugar Bowl to be the honorary Water Boy. Check your local retailer for more details and watch ABC's college football.
Be here when ABC crowns Miss America 2000. It's the thrill of victory and the agony of high heels. Donnie and Marie host the Miss America pageant ABC Saturday.
America's got the most stuff, but do we have the right stuff? Find out with John Stossel as he travels around the world to discover, is America number one? Sunday.
This summer, put Cadillac Seville's amazing performance to the test and get a lesson in power and control. Then put our lease to the test. Lease a new 99 Seville for just $549 a month. Call for complete lease details. You'll even get a 3-year SmartCare basic maintenance contract at no extra charge. So drive a Seville today and put Cadillac to the test.
In recent government crash tests, no other SUV outperformed the Nissan Pathfinder in driver front impact collisions, passenger front impact collisions, driver side or passenger side impact collisions. You might say it's like being taken off the endangered species list.
Look who? J.C. Penney.
Flight 910. DC-9 service for New York Kennedy International Airport. Flight.
What's your priority?
Fly like an eagle.
Critics are giving For Love of the Game a standing ovation.
I'm gonna throw a little harder than usual today.
Exhilarating, among the great sports films of all time.
Don't smile at me. I hate that.
4 stars, a grand slam.
Boys are all here for you. We're gonna be awesome for you.
For Love of the Game is not to be missed. The most inspiring film of the year. Kevin Costner, For Love of the Game. Rated PG-13. Starts tomorrow at theaters everywhere.
I start every morning with ginseng.
I've taken garlic for years.
I remember my ginkgo biloba every day.
Only Ginkgo Gin combines ginseng, garlic, and ginkgo. Ginkgo Gin, the only supplement with all 3 in 1.
Critics declare Robin Williams gives an Oscar-worthy performance in Jacob the Liar.
This is the BBC.
I admire what you're doing. You must see this unforgettable film.
Would I lie to you?
Jacob the Liar, rated PG-13. Open September 24th.
Sunday, September 26th, 2 David Kelly shows, 1 great premiere night. First, Snoops, the new series critics say will be huge. Then The Practice, the winner of 4 Emmys including Best Drama, is back. Catch Snoops series premiere followed by The Practice season premiere, ABC Sunday, September 26th.
Gotcha.
Wake up at the crossroads of America.
Come on over to Good Morning America at Times Square.
It's a nice day for practice today. Nice day for practice. On 3 Raiders. 1, 2, 3. Raiders! Let's go now. Let's go now. Good day for practice.
Water, water everywhere. Where's it all gonna go? Coming up next, Floyd blows through our area, leaving flooded streets and trouble on the tracks. We'll show you what's up in your neighborhood and how to get around a messy morning commute on ABC 7 Eyewitness News next.
Mr. Sinclair?
So how is he?
Well, as you know, he's very old, but I see that the hip replacement went well. Of course, he'll have to stay off his feet for several weeks. The best thing he can do right now is rest.
With its worldwide acceptance and high credit limit, Visa Platinum offers purchase power you can really use for those you really love.
Lean on me.
Besides, you know, if he had one, he'd do the same for you.
My mama told me you better shop around.
You don't have to be made of money to afford the best for everyone in your family and for your home. The very latest styles and colors, the very best quality, and huge selections of everything you want. It's easy. Just move to the store where you always see more and save more on the best. Today's Burlington Coat Factory. We're more than great coats.
My mama told me you better shop around.
Feminine itching, painful irritation. Now there's new Vagisil cream with skin-soothing vitamins E, A, and D. Vagisil stops itching fast, and the relief lasts. Vagisil, a better understanding of better intimate care.
powerful V6 engine in its class. The most interior space in its class. Amenities that would surprise you in any class. For those seeking refuge from mediocrity and compromise, we offer the Sanctuary. Presenting the all-new Infiniti i30. It's all the best thinking.
Flight 910. DC-9 service for New York Kennedy International Airport. Flight.
What's your priority?
Like an eagle.
Atlanta, Dallas, Monday night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
Next on Eyewitness News, Tropical Storm Floyd floods much of the tri-state area, stalling mass transit and even forcing some dramatic rescues. All the details coming up next.
I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling. Darling, in my way.
Seven's got it live. Winning numbers for Take 5 next on Eyewitness News.
This is the news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Tonight, Floyd's trail of destruction. You're looking at a live shot from Rockland County, where right now there is a state of emergency and the National Guard is moving in to deal with a county full of flooded roads. In some communities, people had to be rescued from the rising waters in their own homes. Other areas were spared the water, but tonight they face damage from powerful winds. And all of this, of course, spells trouble for the morning commute. Tonight, train lines and roads are in no condition for traveling.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Diana Williams.
And I'm Bill Ritter, in tonight for Bill Butel.
It has been a wild ride and mostly a wet one. Tropical Storm Floyd is right now in New England. The storm passed through here a lot faster than expected, and by tomorrow morning, the sun should be out. Here, though, is a quick look at where we stand on some very important issues. All public schools in New York City will be open tomorrow. In New Jersey, Governor Whitman says that individual districts will decide if schools will be open. As for the morning commute, expect delays. Tonight, Metro North says that it will have limited service in the morning. And there are problems tonight for New Jersey Transit and Amtrak. And of course, there are plenty of road closings that could still be a problem in the morning. We begin our extensive coverage in the Weather Center, where Sam Champion is tracking the path of Floyd. Sam?
It's like the last track, Diana. We've got the 11 o'clock information. 25 miles east of Hartford, Connecticut is that center rotation still around Tropical Storm Floyd. 65-mile-per-hour winds, the highest winds with that storm at all, and it is moving to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. But what just happened, and why did it happen? We go back a little bit down the coastline to where we were looking at Hurricane Floyd, and all of the moisture and the winds were wrapped around its eye, and that's exactly what you would expect in a classical hurricane. However, by about 5 o'clock, Hurricane Floyd became Tropical Storm Floyd, and that blew two separate parts. The rain, heavy rain, spun inland. The winds stayed right on Long Island as the center of that storm passed right over the Nassau and Suffolk County border at right about 8 to 9 o'clock this evening. We now have some scattered rains and heavier rains that are pushing well up into northern New England, where the still gusty winds, the heaviest winds of the circulation, are still right along the coastline. But look how far the rain is separated from the center of that storm. Also back down to the south, a lot drier air. We have moved just about all the rain out of the area. AccuTrack will show you just some scattered showers. And though flooding continues and will continue for hours now, with some light and scattered showers in the Hudson Valley and in northern New Jersey, all these waters have to recede before we get the flood waters out of the area. We picked up some incredible rainfall totals in those directions. We got rainfall totals like 10 inches plus, 10 to 15 inches in these areas that are circled in red there. Also a little hot spot down into western New Jersey right around Trenton. To pick that up, look at Brewster, New York at 13.70 inches of rain, an incredible rain hit. And remember, you would normally expect this with a tropical system closer to the shoreline, but because that rain just blew away from Floyd as Floyd weakened and moved inland, these were the areas that were heaviest hit. We'll come back with your AccuWeather forecast, the bright sunny skies you'll expect tomorrow, but do think about the winds. They will stay up and gusty tonight, and the winds may even pick up a bit tomorrow morning before we see all of it diminish and become a lot quieter for the weekend. But we'll get to that in the regular weather forecast. Bill, Dinah?
Sam, we'll see a little later. As you saw in Sam's map there, throughout the tri-state area tonight, there is simply too much water. A bizarre turn of events after so many months of drought. In its wake, Floyd has left a mess. We have reporters scattered throughout the region tonight. We begin in Rockland County, where flooding tonight is the big problem. Joe Torres is live in Clarkstown with more. Joe?
And Bill, Rockland County will be talking about Tropical Storm Floyd for years. We are at right now Route 303, right outside the popular Palisades Park Mall, one of the few places tonight where you can actually see lights on. The power is out through much of the county. In fact, you can see the street lights behind me are out on this popular roadway. In fact, all the county roads in Rockland are closed to non-essential personnel. We've seen very few cars out tonight, and the county as a whole is in a state of emergency. We've just finished speaking with the Office of Emergency Management. You've got to hear this list of just a few of the things that are happening here in Rockland County. A man swept into the river in Tolman. Mudslides in Piermont. There were dam breaks, not one, but two. Roof and building collapses throughout the county. And then at the Palisades Parkway and the Bear Mountain Bridge, drivers completely abandoned their cars in roof-high waters. Not even the police could get to the cars. Rockland County took an absolute beating in Nyack. Cars submerged to their rooftops and street flooding around every corner. On the Tappan Zee Bridge, gusting winds that made driving nearly impossible. This accident was one of many. Tree limbs came down just about everywhere, this one on the thruway, blocking traffic. It took a front-end loader to scoop it away. With the broken limbs came downed power lines. This phone company crew came to upright a leaning telephone pole, and this caravan of 20 to 30 trucks from the Niagara Mohawk Utility Company in western New York arrived in Rockland tonight to provide a much-needed helping hand, something that Troop F of the New York State Police could desperately use. Troopers evacuated their barracks here after floodwaters poured down the hillside and into the station house. A power outage meant communications were also knocked out. Then there was the dam break, two of them actually, here at Hyanga Lake in Spring Valley. The surging rush of water forced the closure of roads and the evacuation of two condominium complexes and a bungalow community. Not everyone, however, was willing to leave.
The water came right through the middle there of our whole complex. It was devastating.
My car went through the gate. Yeah. And when I came home from work, it was up on Pascat.
And we thought this was exaggeration at first when someone pulled up alongside our truck and said, "Have you heard what's happening in New City?" He told us, then we called the Office of Emergency Management for confirmation. They told us this was happening in New City and Suffern as well. The water in both of those municipalities so deep that the evacuations were taking place by boat. That is unbelievable. The military has been called in from West Point. The Red Cross is on hand, the National Guard, all lending a helping hand. Several hundred people, more than 500, have been evacuated to area shelters at high school as well as the Rockland County Community College. Tomorrow, the warning is that the kids who may or may not be in school should keep away from the downed power lines and the pools of water, but there's no decision made yet on whether or not schools in Rockland County will be open. Now, for what's happening in Bergen County, not far from where we are, let's go to Jim Hoffer. Jim?
Well, Joe, we're in Morris and Passaic counties covering that tonight, and our own set of problems here. Bergen County also hit well. This is a major thoroughfare in Totowa. You can see that it is closed. It remained closed, even though the waters we have noticed over the past hour have started to recede somewhat. Officials here had hoped that the rains would have stopped earlier this evening, but they didn't. In fact, they only ended here about 2 hours ago, and by then, it was too late. For 11 straight hours, Floyd's torrential rains pummeled parts of interior New Jersey. It closed major roadways and for many turned a simple drive home into a treacherous gamble.
Every place I turn, I'm running into floods, deep water, and even with the truck, it's hard for me to get through.
You know the saying, roads turned into rivers? Well, this is the Hamburg Turnpike in Wayne Township, and tonight, this turnpike is one of the largest rivers in Passaic County. Runoff from a broken dam in Rockland County and a reservoir forced families in Westwood to get out any way they could.
The water's raising real high now, real fast, and we're really concerned right now.
In places like Wayne Township and Lincoln Park, families living along the Passaic and Pompton rivers also had to make the tough decision whether to leave their homes. In less than 24 hours, Floyd paralyzed parts of interior Jersey, and for that, he's likely to go down in the history books.
The last time I saw something bad was about in '84, and This is tremendously worse.
County in a state of emergency tonight. Evacuations taking place there. We're also told that in Morris County, the Ramapo River is expected to crest sometime tomorrow, 5 feet above flood stage. That's several feet, I'm told, several feet higher than the flood of 1984. We can tell you that evacuations are taking place there this evening. Also evacuating the entire Rochelle Park Police Department. Now, dealing with their own set of problems are the folks out in Southampton, Long Island. That is where my colleague NJ Burkett is tonight. NJ?
And Jim, eastern Long Island has been blasted with gale force winds now for the past 6 hours. And I mean blasted. It has not let up out here at all. Get a look at the Atlantic Ocean, as much of it as you can see on television. All that out there is foam. Foam for as far as the eye can see. The story out here is not the rain, it's been the wind. Trees are down, power lines are down. This is one storm that doesn't know when to quit.
The last gasps of Hurricane Floyd came in 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, enough to tear the limbs from 300-year-old trees, knocking out power to thousands of homes. This downed power line forced the closure of one of Southampton's major highways.
The waves have been enormous. If this were high tide, I wouldn't be able to stand here. But the fact is, the height of the storm is occurring during dead low tide. And that's crucial, because this storm could have been a whole lot worse.
It didn't start out that way. Hurricane warnings were posted at dawn, and the storm's sudden speed turned casual storm preparations into a race against time.
We're on the downwind side of the dock, facing into the wind, and hopefully this will be quick. This will be quick, and you know, we'll ride it out.
The local fishing fleet raced back to the docks, and thousands of people raced to the supermarket.
What do you have there?
Water, food, batteries.
Water, food,
batteries, candles.
I'm loaded, even got a kerosene lantern. So we're set for it. Let it come.
In Southampton, custodians set up cots in the local high school as volunteer firefighters forced oceanfront residents to get out. And downtown, shopkeepers taped up their windows and boarded up their storefronts.
We don't want the windows to break. They're over 110 years old, and it will be quite a problem. All the furniture will get ruined. I'm just hoping it'll go by. That's what we're hoping. We don't mind we did the work. We'd just rather it go by. We really do.
High tide rolled in tonight on 12-foot waves. The wind did not let up. Trees continued to snap, and the storm refused to die.
With these type of things, you never know what you're going to get into, and to take a look at the size of that eye as it's been moving up the coast, it's done the same thing to us as it's done to everyone. You know, you couldn't help but go out and try to be prepared for this.
Nearly 50,000 homes are without power on Long Island tonight. Most are in central Nassau County and here in eastern Long Island, many of them here in the town of Southampton, also on the North Fork of Long Island in the town of Southold. But no corner of the metropolitan area has been spared by this storm. Up and down the coastline here, there has been flooding. There have been trees pulled up, power lines down. I mentioned before that the tide is rising here on the Atlantic Ocean, eastern Long Island, once again, and that's posing serious concerns for emergency management officials who thought that the wind would shift. The wind hasn't shifted yet. In fact, it's been continuously out of the south, gusting over 50 miles an hour at times. It's been blowing steadily 35 to 40 miles an hour all afternoon into the evening. As I said, people have been going to shelters, they've set up shelters. Not everybody has actually gone in to take advantage of what the Red Cross has offered. A lot of people have actually moved elsewhere on Long Island, gotten off of the South Fork and the North Fork, doing everything they can to try to avoid having to deal with the effects of this storm on the coastline. Let's go back now to you in the studio.
NJ, again, tell us exactly how long the crisis, it'll take the crisis to be over out there. All right, we do not have NJ, we lost our signal. We're going to push ahead here now with our team coverage. If you had to commute today, you know that mass transit took a big hit from the floods of Tropical Storm Floyd. And tonight, much of the tri-state's mass transit is still very much a mess. The big question now for hundreds of thousands of people is what all this means for the morning commute. We begin that part of our coverage with Sarah Wallace. She's live at Grand Central Terminal. Sarah?
Well, Bill, I wish I had some good news for you. I don't. We have just heard from Metro North that there will be they're saying very limited service for the morning rush. In fact, they're also telling us they're advising their customers to get other means of transportation or stay home. Stay home. That's a pretty incredible thing that Metro North is saying tonight. This is because of downed trees, mudslides, and high water on the tracks. In some cases, we're told the Hudson River is literally several feet high on the tracks. As of tonight, 1 train per hour on the New Haven line, nothing, however, on the Hudson and Harlem lines. If you got out of town earlier today, that was definitely the ticket, because this evening's rush was also anything but.
What's the likelihood I'm getting to Beacon tonight?
A bad sign at Grand Central. The big board signaling it was to be a rough evening rush on the rails. First, service was suspended on all 3 lines shortly after 5:40 p.m.
My family thinks I'm coming home. I may have to go back to the office and find a couch.
Cell phones and payphones got suddenly busy. So did the bar. And then a beacon of hope.
Here's the first train going out of Harlem line. 650s making all local stops to Brewster North.
And even when some of the trains did start running again, there was still confusion.
Well, the train was supposed to go to Brewster North, but as it was about to leave, they said it was only going as far as Chappaqua. So a lot of people had to get off the train really fast.
Some riders, though, dealt with the delay just fine. After all, they had been warned to head home early, and Metro North did put on extra trains beginning at noontime. And you just didn't heed the warning, huh?
No, I didn't heed the warning. Most of my staff left early, but I held down the fort.
So again, to update you here tonight, 1 train per hour on the New Haven line, nothing on the Hudson and Harlem lines. But as of tomorrow morning, Metro North telling us there will be very limited service. In their words, they're advising customers to either find other means of transportation or stay home. Metro North, not the only people having problems tonight. Lara Spencer's in the newsroom with more on that part of the story. Lara?
Thank you very much, Sarah. We are going to try to bring you up to date on the commuter situation, and it does not look good. There are some big problems, especially on New Jersey Transit. 2 major problems, to be exact. Because of flooding, there's no service tonight out of the terminal in Hoboken, and at Penn Station in Newark, there's no Northeast Corridor or Coast Line service. That is also affecting Amtrak, which shares the tracks there. Now let's talk about flooding, and there is a lot to talk about. Many streets and roads closed. The worst of it in Rockland County. There is severe flooding there, as Joe Torres told you. All of the parkways, highways, and local streets are closed. In Westchester, the Hutch and Bronx River parkways are closed from the Bronx all the way to the Cross County Parkway. And the Sawmill Parkway is also closed from Hastings-on-Hudson to Interstate 84. In New York City, we did not escape. The FDR Drive southbound is closed between 63rd and 96th Streets. And in New Jersey, the Garden State Parkway closed at exit 148. Now let's talk about power outages, and much to talk about there. More than 4,000 people affected in New York City. Con Ed reports almost 11,000 homes without power. In Westchester County, 21,000 people without. In Rockland County, Long Island Power Authority reports 26,000 people without power, and 48,000 are without power in various parts of New Jersey. Now, of course, we've talked to all of the utility companies. They have crews out tonight. They're doing their very best. But, of course, the flooding is making that difficult. They are trying to get the lights back on, and we'll keep you posted on that. That is the latest from the Eyewitness Newsroom. We will be watching the situation, though, and bring you any changes as they come. For now, Bill and Diana, back to you.
Okay, back in the studio here. And I think the storm may be over. We're going to see sunny skies tomorrow, but boy, we're going to feel the repercussions from this storm for quite a while.
Just ahead on Eyewitness News at 11, our coverage of Tropical Storm Floyd continues. We'll have more live coverage when we come back, so stay with us.
You're watching the news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News, with Bill Butel, Diana Williams, Scott Clark with sports, Sam Champion with the AccuWeather forecast, and the Eyewitness News team.
This summer, put Cadillac Seville's amazing performance to the test and get a lesson in power and control. Then put our lease to the test. Lease a new 99 Seville for just $549 a month. Call for complete lease details. You'll even get a 3-year SmartCare basic maintenance contract at no extra charge. So drive a Seville today and put Cadillac to the test.
Stern's Super Sale Mattress Event. 50 plus 10% off and extra dollars off our entire stock of mattresses. Get free delivery with purchases of $5.99 or more. Free bed frame, free removal of old bedding, plus free in-home setup. Buy now, no payment or interest for 3 months. Order by phone 1-800-555-BEDS. That's 50 plus 10% off and extra dollars off. Going on now at Stern's.
You belong at Stern's.
Montefiore has healed thousands of children. In fact, if every sick child we made better flew a kite, well, just imagine. But so many more need our help. That's why Montefiore is building a new children's hospital unlike any New York has ever seen. It will raise healing and hope to new heights. Help us build a new children's hospital at Montefiore. To learn more, call 718-920-2600.
We're back now with our continuing coverage of Tropical Storm Floyd, and we are joined on the phone right now by Ed Jacoby, who is with the New York Emergency Management Office. Mr. Jacoby, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good evening, and thank you for being with us this evening. The situation, as we've seen it so far, is at its worst in Rockland County. Can you give us an update on what's going on there right now?
Well, you're absolutely right. Rockland County seems to be getting the brunt of the storm. They've gotten between 8 to 10 inches of rain, in some places up to 13 inches in isolated areas there. Governor Pataki has declared that county is a state disaster emergency. We're moving Department of Transportation equipment in to help clear the state roads. Right now, there's not a state road that isn't totally or isn't totally clear.
We heard Joe Torres talking about people who were literally trapped. Have you been able to get everybody out in areas where they are trapped by the water?
This we're not sure of because, of course, it's dark now. It's raining very hard yet. The wind is blowing, and we're looking at all those cases as they come up. And the local emergency departments, the fire and rescue squads, are working on those. We're providing, right now we have 150 National Guard in there assisting the local people. Got 73 guards that are coming in addition to those 150.